Okay, this is Mark Gutkowski with Windermere, and this is Chris McCloskey, and we're going to do the breakdown on the inspection for the unit that's over at the Sunflower. So, Chris, where did you want to start?
Sunflower?
Sunflower. Isn't that a great name of the outside of this place?
Oh, yeah, there was a Sunflower. I thought that was over off of Francis.
No, this is the Sunflower. Yeah, this is it. We're in it.
Learn something new every day.
So, we're starting in here? Kitchen?
Yep.
Okay.
We're starting in the kitchen.
All right, what do we got?
As far as the kitchen goes, dishwasher's working fine, sink was fine. They've got some under-counter lighting up here that is just out. On this side it's working, on this side it's not working on this side.
Okay, so it may be a connection issue,
Yeah.
it may be...
It may be just bulbs, but
Okay.
they're not working.
Okay.
So we don't have GFIs in the kitchen anywhere, the ground fault circuit interrupters.
Now, do you think that's just the age of the
unit.
build out? Okay, so whenever this was built, it would not have had GFCIs as a
Correct.
requirement. Okay.
So we just recommend that you upgrade.
Recommendation. Okay. Did you test the TV? Does it work fabulously?
I did not test
Oh my God, Chris, you're totally falling down on your work.
Stove, oven, vent all work fine. Again, no GFIs over here.
Okay, all working.
Refrigerator is an older Whirlpool. Again, working fine though.
Okay, that's good. And then where are we going now?
Going out to the patio.
Okay.
Got a couple cracks in the patio tile out here. Nothing to be concerned with. Pretty normal for the desert.
Okay, and then that goes, it looks like it goes all the way over to there, which goes out to the patio where your car's located. All right.
And again, we don't have GFIs in the patio.
Okay. I'm looking up, I'm noticing that there's this insulated thing going along on top of the beam. Is that for the air conditioning?
That's for the air conditioning.
Okay.
It used to run under the slab and out, and obviously went bad over the years, and so they've run a new line out and over.
Okay. How long ago do you think that was replaced?
Probably at least 15 years ago.
Okay.
Just because of the wear and tear and rust on it.
Okay. Any concerns about that, or is that
No.
fine? Okay. It's in good shape. All right. So where are we going next?
Electrical panel is right here. You've got a main panel outside, and then all your sub-circuits are right here. Wired perfectly, no violations in there at all.
Oh my God, that's unique.
Yeah.
Okay, that's terrific. All right, so, and then the place where they would read it, I guess, is on the outside, right?
Meters outside.
Okay, and now we're going to go to
To the garage.
garage. Now the garage is where the washer and dryer is located. So, are we going to listen to the fabulosity of the very loud? So. Works like a charm, eh?
Every time.
Okay, so very noisy, working, but very noisy, probably needs to be replaced, I'm assuming.
Probably should. Number one, because of its age. Number two, it doesn't have the sensors.
Oh, they're down below, so if a kid is there or
If
whatever.
your car's halfway in and out, it's going to come down on the car.
Okay, so getting that replaced would be a good idea. Not the garage door, but just the opener.
Just the opener.
And then we have washer dryer. Is that
Washer dryer is gas only. There's no 220.
okay? So it has to be gas, no electric.
Yes. Water heater to the left of that is a 1992 water heater.
So it's older,
So it's older. It's pushing its age.
but it's strapped in correctly. It looks like.
It's strapped in. However, they plumbed the temperature pressure relief valve incorrectly. They use sprinkler line.
Oh, that's supposed to be copper at the end of the
Should be
day.
hard drawn copper, and it cannot vent in to a drain. It has to drain in plain sight.
So typically it would go to the floor.
To the floor or outside, anywhere, but it has to drain in plain sight.
I see. So that you can tell. So if they were to keep this, they would cut that an inch or so above so they could see it dripping, would be the cheapest and maybe not to code response, but it would be a way to at least notice if it's leaking.
Yeah, although it's supposed to be within 6 inches of the floor, so if it ever goes off, it doesn't spray you.
Okay, so the objective
so it really
is...
should be.
So at some point,
Yeah.
probably with the replacement of this unit, just to make sure it doesn't fail, you might just do all that at once type of thing?
Exactly.
Okay. Anything else? I mean, I noticed that this has got
Yeah, we
fabulous
got-
carpeting.
Do you have carpet in the garage?
It's not applied down, is it? It's just laid on top?
Yeah, we don't recommend carpet in the garage because it does collect grease and it does become a fire hazard.
Okay.
So
But this is
I see
really
every
a
now and then, but it really
clean garage. It's totally totally done in here. Really nice. All right, anything else about this area?
Nope.
Okay, where are we going next?
Back in the house.
All right, so before we go inside, we're outside looking at the compressor. What do we have with the compressor? This is next to the carport and the garage, because I know you haven't been here in person. I'm just going to do a little looking around so that you get placement. There's number 12, a fabulous view, and the compressor. Okay, tell me about the compressor.
The compressor is an older compressor. It's probably about a 1992.
Okay.
There's no actual date on it, but looking at the serial number, I'm guessing about 1992.
Okay.
It should be level. They're more efficient if they're level. This is kind of offset.
Oh, okay.
Although it was working good today, I was getting a 20-degree differential.
Okay, so it's working
So
great.
it's working great. It could be better.
Okay, so leveling it out might be a good thing to do.
Every appliance is required to have a shut-off, so you can turn it off and work on it.
Right.
This one, they've bypassed it. This is now empty. They've bypassed the shut-off and put it into one of Edison's boxes, so Edison can turn you on and off.
Oh, so this
Will,
is the auto turn-off thing. So,
yes, but it should have been here and then to here. This can't be eliminated.
so did Edison install that thing, or did...
Probably Edison.
So Edison probably took it out of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyhow, if you want to take the Edison thing off so that it's not turning off whenever Edison wants to turn it off to save money, but you want to have it on when you want it on, off when you want to have it off,
Right.
you're going to have an electrician move this back over to the junction panel there. Okay. There's going to be a little bit of a tour aspect to this video as well, just because again, we want to see what's going on. So there's discs up, or it looks like disc TV is probably connected to this thing. And then there's the air conditioning unit for the upstairs.
And they all have
Okay, so they're like all units or all rooms?
all the units.
Okay, so all units
around, yeah.
have one of those, so that's common for this. Also, you can see the upper outdoor area, so you can leave those doors open probably and let the air in upstairs, which is really going to be nice. Really good views. We're back inside. We're in the living room. So what's up next in here, Chris?
Living room, we just have the outside sprinklers are hitting these windows. So we're getting some mineral deposits on the windows.
Okay, this is a really great window bank, by the way, because it has terrific views, just so everybody knows. But okay, so the sprinklers have been hitting there. So basically, the HOA should adjust those so they're not hitting the windows. Is there a way to polish that off after the fact?
They say CLR will take it off.
CLR?
I've never tried.
Okay, so it's possible that can be removed. I mean, it's not hugely apparent, but it would be good to sort of try to get that done. That would be a good thing. But these are great windows. And how about the planters shutters or plantation shutters? Are those okay?
They're all working fine.
Okay, that's great.
Down here, just on this corner, the same bank of sprinklers.
Okay, so this is to the left of the fireplace here. I'll back up so we have some perspective. This is, got my back to the wet bar. They're mowing outside, that's what that noise is. And we're looking due west. So Chris is pointing out there's some more water damage. Not damage, it's just the water leaves mineral buildup on the window if the sprinkler's hitting it. So again, CLR may be the way to take care of that. Fireplace is gas. Do you test that at all?
Yes, it works fine.
That works fine. Okay, that's good.
Sliders are working fine.
Sliders are both working fine. Lock okay. Okay. Where to next?
Wet bar.
Wet bar, okay. I'd like a martini, please. That would be shaken, not stirred. I'm not into dirty, sorry.
Again, no GFI here. It wasn't required when the house was built. We just recommend upgrading.
Okay, so recommended to put a GFCI because there's water there, but it wasn't required at the time this was built. Water's fine, everything seems okay with
Water's
this?
fine. The screen needs to be cleaned because it's squirting out.
I think that's a feature, isn't it?
Again, mineral buildup.
Okay, so cleaning that out, but very nice.
But everything else works fine.
Okay. Where to next?
The rear bedroom.
Okay. So this is the bedroom that's on the northwest corner.
They added the ceiling fan, and they did it using an extension cord coming over here and plugging in. That's really not appropriate. It really should be hardwired.
Okay, so if they want to keep this going, they should probably think about potentially redoing that in a better way. I mean, it works.
It works fine.
It works fine, but it's not the way it's supposed to be done necessarily, okay? And anything else?
Not really. This light switch works the top half of that plug over there, so you have a light next to the bed.
Okay, so that's
Working fine.
half of that. Perfect, so you can have lights that go on. All
Everything
right.
else in here was good.
Next is bathroom, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to do a little perspective check here. This is looking from the bedroom back at the front door and the windows. And then upstairs, those are the sliding doors that go to the upper balcony. Now we're going to come back down, turn to go to the hallway from the main bedroom, from the front bedroom. Actually, I guess Chris said back. And now we're into the bathroom. All right, what do we have here?
Sink, faucet, everything was good here. Toilet worked fine, shower worked fine. Could use a little cleaning, but other than that, it's working fine.
On the last video, I didn't really accentuate the tile here, so it looks like they put some caulking on the lower level. But seriously, if you just redid this, redid the grout lines and cleaned up the base, you'd probably be just fine with this, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then again, same GFI issue. We just don't have GFIs in here.
Okay, so
Recommendation.
literally getting a box of GFCIs would be a good idea. Okay. I'm noticing that there's a carbon and fire on this level, so these should take care of both of these bedrooms, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
there's two more upstairs.
Okay, so we're set on that. Okay, we're hitting the bathroom area first on the master bedroom. So what do we have here? Dual sinks, both working?
Both working fine. Again, we should upgrade to GFI.
Okay.
Toilet worked fine. Tub shower worked fine. This door just doesn't catch going in and out of the bathroom.
Okay, they had asked about the tile, so I'm trying to give a better idea about this tile situation. Again, it just looks like if you cleaned up the grout lines and recalked, it would probably look really new. Anything else besides this door not catching? Oh, there's storage back here.
There's a lot of storage under the stairs too.
Yeah, there is. So there's storage right behind, nice canister lighting. The wall texture, there's no popcorn. The wall texture is really great. It's a molded plaster, so if you did it in a flat cream color, it's going to look like a great sort of contemporary Spanish. All right, so we're going off to the master bedroom now. What do we got here?
Everything was fine in there.
Really?
No violations at all. Everything's working.
Well, how do you expect to make your money if you're not finding some problem? My
We
God.
haven't got upstairs yet.
Okay, that's where we're going to
Careful what you ask for.
find some issues upstairs. Okay, so here's the fan, the vaulted ceiling line, which is really great. You can see the texture of the walls, which is on the ceiling in here as well. And does the switch do the top level of one of those?
This one right here.
Okay, so that plug over there will be activated by the switch, and that's the entry to this room. There was some question about where the front door and the stairs are. So here's the front door, there's the kitchen, and then that's open to outside right now, which is really cool. And then here are the stairs. So the stairs go up directly. This is an air return and kind of a fun light. I'm just going to walk up the stairs so you get the sense of what happens here. As I come around, we meet Chris at the top. Great view. Fabulous. And air conditioning. All right, what do we have up here, Chris?
Up here, we've got a few things that don't meet today's standards, but they're okay because they were fine at the time.
Okay.
We no longer allow
This big wide opener.
stairs to be more than 4 inches wide. So these are technically grandfathered in.
Okay.
But you couldn't do that today. Same
Okay.
with the outside out here. They can't be more than 4 inches wide.
Okay, so the outside has that same issue. This is really nice having this outside patio. What's that surface out there?
That's indoor-outdoor carpet.
Okay. Awesome view.
And again, we've got a little bit of mineral buildup on that first one.
So that window is not really compromised, it's just that it's, I'll come out and kind of see what it looks like here. Here's our view. It's the courtyard. This is the walkway in front of the place. Front door is to the left right now. You can see the front door of your neighbor. And then this looks out the other direction. Okay, so this window is really just has, it's just dirty basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought it was compromised, but that's good news. Okay, and then this.
Deck is a single pane, so it's just clean.
Okay, so single pane needs cleaning. Indoor-outdoor carpet's good.
The carpet is good, however, they went over the deck and didn't really seal the deck properly. So my concern is this probably isn't waterproof,
Right.
so that really should be waterproof, or you're going to get.
And this is probably an HOA thing, I would imagine. So this is, maybe they even put this out here just to cover it up till the HOA gets
Until they
to,
get around to it.
that could be fine. Okay.
But this should be done.
Okay, so there is something the HOA eventually needs to work on here. Well, at least look at the CC&Rs and see if that's the case. All right, but otherwise, really lovely. Yeah, this is just amazing. An action, Chris. Go, action.
We've got a cord over here in the corner that passes through the wall. It's just an extension cord. It's not plugged into anything.
Okay, it's just so that you could get light.
In the closet.
Okay, it was probably to bring some light or a charger. All right, so repetition of the beam here. Is that actually? It looks like it's not a useful beam. It was just added to give a look, especially since it's compromised at the bottom. I have a feeling it was just added. Okay, ornamental. Fan is okay in here.
Fan is okay.
And it is so beautiful. I can't imagine anyone wanting to replace that. And these are totally fine as well. So.
And this has the same issue as far as the width.
Okay, not to current code. I see that there's an extension cord there too.
That's not an extension cord. That looks more like.
Is that a phone cord maybe?
Phone cord.
Okay. Maybe it's for speakers or something. Okay. All right. So what's up next in our little?
Closet was fine. No issues in there.
Okay. So really large closet. Actually, there is a light, but I don't have it on.
It's outside.
There we go. So it's almost like an office. It's so big, honestly. That's kind of funny. Okay, and then
we've got a small crack in the window over here.
So there's a huge panel of windows. I'll come the other way so you can see the view. But there is a small crack. Oh, I see. So single pane. Well, this is a small window. So it's just, gosh, maybe a couple $100 tops to get that repaired, I would imagine. And then great view. You see the roof line, clay. Looks like it needs to be cleaned off. All right, so what do we have up here in the bathroom?
Again, sink vanity fine, upgrade to GFI.
Okay.
And the tub, shower, toilet, fan, all worked fine in there.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at the interior of that one as well. Light switch, thank you. All right, so tub. Looks like it's in good shape. I mean, again, all this tile with new grout would look really nice. It has a bit of wear and tear, but it's not horrible. I would probably get rid of that lovely shelving, which I'm focusing on heavily here, but okay. There's a panning shot of that area. All right, what else do we have up here?
The furnace.
The furnace. Where is the furnace located?
That's in the storage area.
Okay.
Actually, before we get to that, they've added these in many of the units around here, because I walked around and I saw they all had these.
Okay.
Most of them. When they wired this, they cut the wire, spliced it, and just taped it inside there.
Okay.
I don't like to see any splices that aren't in a junction
So
box.
it would be good to have an electrician throw a junction box on it at some point. It might even be nice to upgrade this unit to a split system and really get some power.
This only has air, it doesn't have heat.
Okay.
And they've actually blocked off that vent over there totally. So right now, you don't really have any ventilation up here except from this.
Okay, so right now everything's sort of based off of that. That was a choice they made. Okay, so what do we got in this really amazing closet?
Back around the corner, we've got the furnace.
Okay.
We've got several issues with the furnace.
I guess I'm going to have a hard time seeing this, but we'll come around. Okay, there's a little bit of water damage, it looks like here.
A couple of stains on the ceiling.
But the ceiling is probably, it's dry?
Yes, totally
Okay,
dry.
totally dry, so not really an issue. Coming around, I can see that there's not exactly a completely secured opening here.
Yes, we're not connected to the vent there.
And then that's the furnace. So
Here's your furnace here.
What do
It's
we
a
got?
1992,
it looks,
which is not bad.
I was going to say, that looks pretty good.
The vent coming off of here, though, has to have a 1 inch per foot rise, and it doesn't
In that area
in
there?
this area here.
So it should be shorter on that left-hand side? Is
It
that
should
kind
be
of
shorter so that it has more of a
rise?
And then this is a 4-inch vent going to a 6-inch vent. And rather than have a coupling there, all they did was put the metal tape on it. So it really isn't sealed over here properly at all.
Okay, so that's another, I'm assuming this area right next to me should also be sealed correctly
Correct,
too.
yes.
So there's kind of two, like that should be kind of adjusted so it's the right angle, and then have a coupling to from the 4 to the 6.
Correct.
Okay.
And then we've got several areas in here where the ceiling insulation is missing.
Okay, so just getting in there and getting some batting in would be a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, otherwise, what else?
Otherwise, it worked great.
Great.
As far as its function goes, it was working fine.
And this is this tube that's going underneath me right now?
This is your condensate line.
And that goes outside and terminates
Outside,
somewhere?
yeah.
Okay. And I see that there is one sprung mousetrap here, so apparently at some point there was probably a pest thing, but I don't see anything. All right. All right, looking back, go ahead and show me what that, again, this is where that wire is spliced for the air conditioner. I see. So if you cut away that drywall, you could put a box in there and then put it in a box. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Fired.
I am so fired. Okay, Chris, so what are your overall impressions of the entire place?
Overall, the house has a little deferred maintenance. We've got some safety issues to correct in here.
Okay.
And then some recommended upgrades with the GFIs throughout the kitchens and bathrooms. But otherwise, it's really in good shape.
Solid place. Perfect. Okay, well thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. So as one final item, I'm going to hit where the pool is. So where that gentleman is drinking water, that's in front of the unit. And if I come across this area, which is an internal driveway, you go over to where the pool is located. So it's a very short walk. If I continue all the way around, you will see that there's some more green space over here. So it's a pleasant walk to the pool. And let me just go over and we'll take a quick look at that. And so here is the pool area. So it's very nice. It's got great views. At 4th of July, you can sit in this pool and watch the fireworks directly above you. To my right is where the fireworks are launched. And you can take that walkway over there, that's beyond where the ping pong table is located. But that walkway goes back toward your unit. All right, that takes care of this. This is Mark Gutkowski with Windermere. If you're looking for real estate in Palm Springs or San Diego, feel free to give me a call. Take care. Bye-bye.